Welcome back to the Who's at the Gates podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And I have with us the wonderful, the amazing, the goddess of love herself, Diana, as she is hosting. And I say goddess of love because A, Diana's a Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, which is, as we know, goddess of love. And also because anytime Diana sees Paris, the authentic Paris, like the one that we're looking at here, it really, really fills her heart with so much love. She has to share it with everyone. So Diana, hey, what's on your mind?
I just noticed the one single balloon. Oh my God, this is just a word. Oh my God, y'all.
Well, like I said, first of all, blame CBS that we're doing this episode. CBS did not put any episodes up for next week. They're doing repeats. So we're doing season 1 memorable moments for next week. We're recording this Friday. We're putting it up on Tuesday because, Monday will be Friday's episode. But we're putting this up on Tuesday.
Today's a very, very special day. I won't say why. But I will say, what a great.
You can say it. I don't mind.
Oh, today's Casey's birthday. Today, Friday. I hope everyone wishes him a very happy birthday. What more could he possibly ask for than a trip to Paris? This is getting worse as I see it.
I was just like, we had to go back down this memorable moment of this amazing, authentic trip to Paris that they had together. And it lets us know what we were missing out on of the couple that never happened. And now the couple may happen due to Danny's indiscretions, but these are minor details. So before I get into it, did you have anything else, Diana? We're going to this part scene by scene specifically for this moment in Paris.
Yeah, just a little context, because I think in the episodes of right after Derek passed, rest in peace, Derek, you're always in our hearts. I think you said like, who's our
that part, but keep going.
I think you were the one that said that he was going to go back to Ashley. And I think I also was like groaning. I was like, no, I don't want to go back to Paris. Like, I don't want to see this. As the episodes have gone by since that, I think, I don't want to say never, like, it's never going to happen, right? Never say never. But it seems like we won't get it as immediately as we thought we did, just because of her whole mess with Grayson and all that. So I think things are looking up for us. Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if he's going to immediately go back to her. I think he's, if anything happens with his relationship with Danny, I think he's going to take time off. So thankfully, like, they're not going to do a Paris part 2. That's my prediction. I don't think they're going to do a Paris part 2 anytime soon.
I don't know. Well, we'll jump into this one and we'll see how well this one went, which might indicate they are doing a part 2. So let's hop in. Here we go.
Yeah. Incredible. Yeah.
And I think you meant to say incroyable.
I would if I could. Is this what happens to a jet setter when they're forced to stay home for too long? An entire foreign city just springs up around you?
What can I say? It happens everywhere I go. On Tuesdays, I have my cafe au lait delivered by a mime.
You did this for me?
Yeah.
What did he do? Can you go back? The dialogue just gets worse. What did he do?
I see, and this is where we're different, because the way Ashley said that, I felt that in my spirit at that moment. And for some reason, Mary J. Blige's song Real Love started playing through my head. So he did something that touched her heart. And it's always the thought that counts. Let's remember that.
See, okay, this is I think I would react the same way. I just think because this is a soap opera, it's just almost hilarious at this point that like she's getting exposed. So he has a little side table with a tablecloth. He has a singular, just one red balloon, and he has his Roku City on in the background, you know, just some picture of the Eiffel Tower. That could be Las Vegas for all I know. I don't know if that's the real Paris. I'm just in awe that I think also the comment, she's like, where a whole city springs up in your apartment, and I'm like, what whole city? Like, let's just not say things that aren't true. I get the sentiment. Like, it's cute. It's a cute date night. It's so nice. But they made it seem so much bigger than it is, which is why I can't be like, aw. Because y'all, I'm sure it's probably come across. I'm not the biggest romantic, especially on TV shows. It doesn't do it for me. Maybe in literature or something else, like, yes, but in TV shows, I think it's more realistic for me to be like, this is it.
Wow. See, we're the
There's
opposite.
there's one balloon. There's one red balloon. What? I've been to Paris too. So like, don't even get it twisted. I didn't see what someone explained to me what the red balloon means in Paris.
Well, it's red is for love. And also one balloon makes sense. I mean, the French are known for moderation for certain things, you know, small portions at the restaurants and things like that. That's why everyone was blown away when they came to America. It's like, ooh, big portions. So yeah, that Andre didn't want to be too ostentatious. And I would like to say as well that I appreciate what Andre did, because he didn't have to do it. He could have just been like, here's what do you call those things? The thing with the cream in it that
Like a pastry puff?
it's called something else. And he could have just gave her an eclair and said, here you go. But he didn't do that. He set up 2 chairs, he set up a table, he set up a balloon, she has a beret, he put the background up. There was effort, is what I'm saying.
We're, like, it's to the point where like a balloon means moderation. Like, wow, this is art house, y'all. This is deep. No one does it like Andre, apparently. I mean, his pictures look nice in the background. I don't know if I would want to be surrounded by my work, but you know, for a person that's so humble, I guess, right? He's like, oh, it's just a picture. You know, he's interesting choice. I'm assuming these are his pictures, but yeah, okay.
Well,
It's the thought that counts, and I think there's a stark difference because I can't remember if this is post Derek moving out. I think he did. So, you know, in comparison, him setting up a whole side table is just leagues above a man leaving marks on your stainless steel fridge, you know?
well, we definitely know Andre was an upgrade from Derek. Lord knows that for sure. Let's hit this next. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Let's hit this next one.
I'm sorry, is this lavender?
No, actually, the lavender fields are in Provence, not Paris.
I cannot believe you took an offhanded comment and turned it into all this.
But it wasn't just an offhanded comment, was it? Actually, you shared a dream.
A totally cliche dream.
You do that a lot, you know. You talk yourself out of wanting what you want.
No, I don't. Shut up, I do not. Okay, fine, maybe I do.
Yeah, you do.
God, I hate when you do that. You get all selfless and insightful. I don't even know why I do that.
Here's an idea. How about for the next couple hours, you put that part of your brain on timeout? You are in Paris. Look around. You've spent all morning shopping at the Champs-Élysées.
So tiring.
You pose for painters by the Seine. And tonight, you'll dance at a local small jazz club with a handsome Parisian that you'll meet at this very bistro. But for now, champagne.
Oh my, how could I say no?
You can't, because tonight is a night of yes.
Oui. What are we toasting?
We're toasting to saying yes to the desires of your heart. Saying yes to adventure and traveling the world, even if it's from the comfort of home.
Cheers.
Chin chin. Outbid?
Look at that smile, Diana. You see, that's what effort gets you. Not only that, he even changed the picture during this whole thing. Closer picture, now it's like they're right under the Eiffel Tower. See all of this? That could have been Ashley's regularly, but no, she had to get hung up on Derek and all these other things. And it's like, you missed out, Ashley. You missed out.
She could have had the man who gave her the world. She could have had travel. She could have had.
Well,
I don't know what else to add after that, because I'm just, what else would she have had? I just I'm not even
she could have had headshots. She could have had if she wanted to become an actress, she could have had headshots.
Okay, I'm not gonna bash her looks because she's pretty. She's, I'm not, again, it's never about the actress here at the Who's at the Gates podcast, but sure, JC Penney headshots could have probably also done the same. I don't know if we needed all this, but God, I just can't with this.
I know, right? We're trying to figure out, but honestly, again, Andre will circle back. Actually, it's going to be Ashley that circles back, because I forgot about that. Ashley, after she finally realized she made a mistake, and then Andre was already married to Danny, Ashley went to Andre after he was married to Danny and was like, yo, let's do it. And Andre's like, lady, I tried to get with you before. Now you're trying to come to me when I'm married? Even though he said it wasn't serious at the time when he got married to Danny, because they were about to get the annulment. But then it changed when they were like, oh, wow, we really are a true item. And yeah, so Ashley will circle back. And it wouldn't surprise me when she gets ready to circle back the way that she does it. She'll probably have on a beret when she gets ready to ask him the question. Be like, does anything look familiar? Does this bring back any memories? Do you notice anything? And then Andre's going to be like, that's the beret you wore that night we went to Paris. And Ashley's going to be like, yes, it was. We were under the Eiffel Tower when I wore it. And you kissed me as we were drinking champagne with the beautiful sky and the warm, humid air. And even though it was humid, I didn't really feel it that much because I was with you, Andre, because you're the love of my life, because you took me to Paris that night. And I know I was wrong when I ran away from you and ran to a man who lied to me about being paralyzed. And I still took that man back after he lied to me about being paralyzed, and he lied about everything else, and he made everything about him. And then he tried to say that he was a hero when really it was narcissism disguised as altruism. And I realized all of that, and that's why I want to be with you now. And I even brought this matching beret for you to wear so we can wear it together, because you know what, Andre, we're a team. That's what we are. We're a team, and it's love, deep love. And I'm here for you now. So will you give me the second chance, since Danny cheated on you with Bill in that elevator and treated you like ish? It's going to be something like that.
I hate your manifestations sometimes. But you know what? Fine, run it. Writers, just I'm sure you could probably do some AI voice to text. I don't even think you need to change it at this point. I like this beret came from Shein, I think. So I don't think it would be a strain on wardrobe to get it back.
There will be no Shein or Temu slander on this podcast.
There will be. I'm not gonna promise that.
Because I love my 8 pair of underwear I got for $2.17 from Temu. So,
What is it made out of? Like a sack of like what they put flour in, like a sack? I like that is egregious. That is no clothing should be made for that low of a
first
price.
of all,
Sorry.
it's made out of good material. The reason I'm able to get those good prices and they're able to get those good prices is because of child labor. That is why. And I am of the firm belief that children should start work younger. I started work at 14 years old, working at the grocery store. My mother would have put me to work at 10 if she could have. So, because you need to learn the value of a dollar. There's nothing wrong with child labor, and it helps keep prices low. That's all I got to say.
This just gets worse and worse. Like, I don't know how. We were already not in a good place, y'all, considering that this is what we were going to cover. Because you know what? I do have a lot to say about this damn beret, and it just got worse.
Oh, I'm kidding. I wasn't kidding about the 14 because I have been working since 14, but I'm kidding about the child.
Well, I mean, Shein isn't kidding about that. They're like, yeah, this is our business model.
Oh goodness! I hope they are not exploiting child labor laws. But that beret does look like it did come from Shein for real. It does, either that or Fashion Nova. So yeah, let me see. Here we go, back to our night in Paris. Let me hurry up and get them off the screen. People will get triggered. There we go.
Why didn't we just go there instead of turning your entire place into Paris?
I wouldn't have gotten a chance to see your eyes light up when you saw Paris. And here, we won't have to see any mutual acquaintances. I get to have you all to myself.
Ah, gotcha. Well, now that you have me all alone.
Oh, what else do you like to do? Besides being a nurse and taking charge in a crisis?
Well, what else is there? I mean, I've spent my whole life in school or focusing on my career. I don't really know what I want, and that's
exciting. Right?
Yeah, I feel kind of guilty admitting it, but I don't know what's next. And I like not knowing. You know, Derek was a great guy and everything, but he was offering me the opposite.
Hey, Derek made his own choices, which I'm sure he'll regret. I just hope you're not second guessing yourself.
I was. But if you spend your whole life looking back, regretting, you'll risk missing what's right in front of you. And that's a risk I'm not willing to take.
You want to double?
You know what? This whole scene reminded me also what happened with this. The reason that Ashley, it wasn't just Derek, even though Derek played a role. The reason Ashley has said no, the thing that really pushed her to like back away from Andre, besides Derek, it was Jan. That's who it was. Because Jan is coming back to me now. Jan had a conversation with Ashley saying, do you want the stable person or do you want, she didn't say playboy, but she's like the jet setter or something like that, she said, where they're unpredictable. You said what, Diana?
I think she did say playboy.
Okay. So it's like, do you want the stable person? Do you want the playboy that's unpredictable? It's like, I forgot exactly how Jan said it, but long story short, she was like, Derek is the stable one. Andre's just somebody that you have a fling with. So that played a role too. I totally forgot about Jan and her input on this.
Jan it's just like amazing how routinely she gives the worst advice. And makes like the worst judgment calls. I think she might be one of the worst characters, honestly. I don't know.
Wow.
Jan fans, if there's a good moment involving Jan, please let me know. I am open to being incorrect, but from opening her arms back up to Leslie to just being like wow, that's a nice guy, even though he's like secretly stealing blood. She met the man of her dreams after a week on a cruise. I don't. She's a hot mess.
Well, I will say this, where one person sees a individual who makes bad decisions, another person might look at Jan and see her as an individual who takes chances.
Yeah, you're so nice.
I'm being devil's advocate. You know me, I love playing devil's advocate just to get people to think like, well, what about this? Because sometimes I'll actually agree with people, but I'll take the opposite of them just to get their brain to think of like, okay, well, have you looked at it from this side? So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think what also crossed the line with me though with Jan is that she was like, wasn't she like encouraging Derek to be like, just get back in Ashley's good graces and stuff. It's like, man, support your daughter. Don't talk to this man.
Well, but the sad thing is that stuff happens in real life where sometimes the parents like whoever their child is dating so much, they're doing everything to keep them together.
Yeah,
even when the child is like, I'm done.
You're not wrong about that, and it gets played in the media a lot too. And it's just dependent on who the person is, where you like either cheer it on or you don't, right? Like there's clearly a bias here because it was like I don't think whether it be Ashley or Derek, I don't think people like just leave it alone. We don't need more. We just let this relationship die. It's fine.
Yeah, I low key, I kind of wish that she would have given Andre a chance. And there's something that I plan to say too as we get ready to go into some more of these scenes and stuff, because there was something I noticed and I was like, that explains it. But okay.
Just a few more minutes on the main course. Can't wait for you to try it.
No, that's not fair. 2 minutes is not enough time to look through all of your photos. Oh my gosh. I love this one.
4.
No.
3.
No, these are too good.
2, 1.
No.
Time's up.
What, are you shy?
Do you give people tours of your favorite medical mysteries and the injuries that haunt your dreams?
I have 1 million. You want to hear?
Not exactly. Not over dinner. No.
See, award-winning photographs, though, you can just whip those out and impress your guests anytime you want. Especially this one. This last one you let me see, I love this one.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
The red balloon. I saw that film when I was little. About the balloon that falls in love with a boy and just follows him all through Paris.
Yeah, I was walking back to my hotel one night after a long night of partying for Paris Fashion Week. And the sun was just beginning to rise. And there it was, a red balloon. Appeared out of nowhere. The lighting was just right, and I had a perfect shot. One take, and then it was gone.
I'm more of the get up early so I can be first in line at the Louvre kind of traveler. Even when I do vacation, which is a rarity. I tend to stick to the same schedule.
Losing my parents like I did, it taught me how quickly life can change. Even with the perfect routine, you can't quite predict what happens next. So, you take the picture. You have the experience. Nothing lasts as long as you think it will. You have to take advantage of now.
I need more of that in my life, you know?
Then do it. Go where the wind takes you, like the balloon. Even if you nudge life in another direction, you can end up in unexpected places.
Like in the middle of Paris,
Yeah.
off the beaten path.
That's it.
I hope this doesn't sound silly.
Nothing sounds silly tonight.
Can you make me a copy of that photo, the last one you let me see? To remind me that there's something to be said for just seeing where the day goes.
Yeah, of course I can. But now on to more pressing matters. Dessert. So, what's your pleasure?
Surprise me.
Why am I seeing you here when you
Now
God,
we know
that
what the
damn-
red balloon means.
Yeah. Feel free to come at me in the comments for being uncultured. I completely forgot about that movie, if I'm being honest. I know it's a famous movie now, but I think it's just so ridiculous that there's a damn red balloon there. I'll stand by that fact. Call me uncultured, totally fine. But this balloon wasn't necessary.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that story. Like I know of that story, but I don't remember it. So that's a long time ago since I've heard about that story. So it's just kind of like, oh, interesting. But yeah, there was a symbol behind it. Okay, great. I'm just like, all right, guys, can we make this happen or not make this happen? And as we see, we're not making it happen. And what was that moment? It was like Andre's telling her, like, hey, take a chance, do something different. And Ashley's like, yeah, I want to do something different and take a chance. But as this evening goes on, she does the exact opposite. And it's like, girl, all you were doing was just talking.
But that was too much of a risk. I mean, I guess I get it, right? He was an unknown. She wants stability. She wants whatever her mom told her to want. But I think it was ridiculous that this was weighed on her mind so much.
I feel that definitely. I'm just like, okay. We're almost done, but we had to do the night in Paris. So as we're wrapping up, I think there's 2 more scenes and then we can let it go.
Every bit as I imagined it. Sitting in a Parisian bistro, belly filled with champagne and joy. But I think those waiters over there are making fun of my French accent.
I think they're just charmed you're trying.
And the musicians. No one's even paying attention to the music.
It just sounds good, right? It adds to the ambiance.
Dance with me. Well, I'm supposed to leave myself open to new experiences tonight. That's my challenge, right? Well, then you have to too.
How can I refuse?
You can't. You promised you'd indulge me.
All right. Mademoiselle.
Hair's looking kind of wild there, but we'll go ahead and run with it. So with this whole thing, they spent this entire night together. Clearly, they wanted different things in the sense of Ashley was saying one thing, but she was doing another. Andre wanted to do something with Ashley. And by do something, meaning give it a chance, because all of this has started since he kind of laid eyes on Ashley when she was with Derek. Now, for this particular situation, Andre specifically wanted to seek Ashley out. And he knew her and Derek were an actual couple. There wasn't any on again, off again with Ashley and Derek. It was on, is what it was, until Ashley kicked them out and stuff. But Ashley, being who she is, indecisive and everything else, she just didn't make the leap. And now she missed out. And it's kind of funny how Andre is talking about taking pictures and stuff to remember things. And I'm like, well, did he take a whole bunch of pictures of Danny? Because that's about to come to an end, is what I'm thinking about.
Oh my
So
God.
he'll have the memories, I guess. I'm really hoping somebody else ends up like feeling the void that Andre will have in his heart. But it not being Ashley, I'd actually be happy if they brought somebody new on the show, specifically for that to be his love interest. I would totally be fine with that.
Yeah, they need. I think some more characters would be fine. That's not Ashley or Grayson. Um, or you know what? That's too mean. I think like let them stay on the show. But like, again, I don't need to hear I'm not here for the will they or won't they, because I don't care if they do or they don't. With this whole thing with Ashley, I mean, the thing is, ever since Derek's passing, she's been acting like she was his number one fan and that like they were true love and it was like meant to be and all that. And so I don't know. I don't know if she necessarily regrets ever being with Derek, but I do wonder if she would have carried on this entire, what was her mourning period? Like 70, like a whole year at this point. It feels like a whole year. If she would be as distraught if she was with Andre, right? Like if she was with Andre, I think it would have been more of a, wow, what a shame. That would have been it.
Yeah, I don't see Andre getting the same energy, and I think that annoys me even more. Where it's just like you really, really are windmilling for a man who was not that great, and I feel Andre is an upgrade. That's just how I feel about it. Andre is an upgrade from Derek, and I'm not talking about just on looks either. I'm talking about Andre has been. If we go by the example that he has set as a husband to Danny, Andre is an upgrade from Derek. Period. And it also goes to show Jan was wrong.
Yeah,
Because Jan was like, oh, he'll be gone. Da, da, da. Andre hadn't went any. If anything, I don't look at it as a bad thing. Some people do, but I'm just saying this is the adjective I'm using. Andre is kind of clingy. If we're really going, scene by scene, episode by episode, Andre's been pretty clingy to Danny. So it's like you're saying this man wants to gallivant all over the world and be with all these people and do this and do that. But it seems like when he finally met the one, he was ready to settle down and give his all and be there. Andre probably a Sagittarius, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, that's right. We were trying to figure out if they all have birthdays. I wonder if, let's see.
Because, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he was a Sagittarius, because that's some stuff a Sagittarian would do, or a Sagittarian male would do. There's a difference. So, yeah.
Listen, Beyond the Gates writers, if you need an astrological aspect or consultant on this show, I have your person.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay, so they have the short little scene. Yeah, okay, so this is the last scene here, which is when we knew, girl, you're not serious. Let's go.
Thanks for the dance.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I'm sure there's some elegant French way to offer to help with the dishes.
I wouldn't hear of it, but I do appreciate the offer.
I should get home.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Walk you to your car?
Yeah, I'd like that. Au revoir, Paris.
It's so good to finally see you.
And just like that, she threw it all away.
So many tragedies in one episode.
I know, right?
She looked back. That's the thing, right? There's one thing for saying, like, and she didn't even look back. No, she looked back and she said bye, and that was that.
Yeah, well, what threw me off was when she kissed him on the cheek, because I would have looked at her like, why are you kissing me on the cheek? But yeah, it was this episode, this whole in Paris thing. I'm like, okay, we have to relive it, just to remind people this is what Andre might be going back to. That's why, because like, oh my God. And for those who were able to watch this entire episode with us, God bless you. Please let us know in the comments if you watched this entire episode with us. Because trust me, this wasn't easy for us. It really, really wasn't. I was doing my best to come up with stuff to make this entertaining, but good God, I just keep us uplifted in prayer after this because.
Oh, wait, I think I needed this reminder of why I never take Ashley seriously, and this is it. I used to be an Andre fan. Now I don't care if his heart breaks or not. It's, I hope he gets cheated on 15 million times. Just Danny, run up those numbers.
Those cat fans are ruthless, boy.
Well, I'm. How do you go from calling someone nasty to then calling me? He's like, well, she was like a sister to me. I'm good. I'm good on the switch up. I don't need no Two-Face over here. So you know what, Andre? I hope it works out between you and Ashley when the inevitable comes to play, and you have to compete against Grayson. God help us all.
I know, right? Because wouldn't that be some ish where Andre ends up broken up with Danny, probably separated, not divorced. I don't think they'll get divorced that quickly, but probably separated from Danny. And then Ashley's supposed to comfort him. But then Grayson finds out, like, oh my God, I think she's going to go to Andre, and then it might get real, and then they might get ready to fight, and then Grayson pulls out his green scissors to protect himself, and then stab Andre with the green scissors, and Ashley's going to be like, oh my God, Andre has to stay at my place for 17 days like you did, Grayson. That way I can watch him, and then I have to steal some more medication for him because we can't take him to Garland Memorial because we know if Shanice sees him on the gurney, she'll start asking questions, and then she'll find out that Grayson stabbed Andre, and we can't have that. So I have to put my medical license in jeopardy again by stealing medication and having him at my house for 17 days just to make sure everything goes cool. Yeah, we don't need all that.
Wow, you really thought that out.
Actually, that was just me talking.
I was like, not Shanice.
Well, I mean, Shanice tells everything. So it's just like she's going to ask questions like, well, Andre, how did you get stabbed? And then once he says, well, Grayson did it, then it's going to be all over the hospital. And then it's going to be a thing. Grayson's violent. And yeah, I knew he was a criminal. Energy. Yeah. That's what that was.
Lord.
He stopped sharing. All right. That is all I have. We will do some more season 1 memorable moments to fill this week. Hopefully they won't be as god awful as this episode that we just did. Maybe we'll focus on Doug, which we were considering doing Doug today, but then it was like, you know what? Let's just go back to Paris and get it out the way. And do that.
Yeah, y'all, if you have suggestions, please let us know. Clearly, we're willing to do anything at this point.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, everyone. Until next time.
Bye.